Yo, what up? This your boy Tito. What's blazing the sports? We are here live. We're going to try this one more time, guys. Got disconnected after getting off to a wonderful start. All right, well, as you see from the title, this is my last minute thoughts, last minute decisions. And what I want to do now is get you guys a picture up there besides looking at that very cold Arctic place. Give me a second, guys. But while I do that, let me know, who do you believe is going to win? Who do you want to win? And if it came down to it, who would you put your money on? All right. Come on, pop up. There we go. Looks better. Alright, expand that. Come back here. Alright, guys. Fight's happening in just a few hours. Start time is 9 p.m. Eastern. So wherever you at in the U.S., wherever you at in the world, start time is 9 Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, and whatever it breaks down to be at your time. Alright, guys, we got a very special prediction here. It's a prediction from a guy by the name Bob, who has predicted 18 years in a row the winner. He has not bet on every single boxing match, but pretty much everyone that we watched together, he has. And crazy enough, it's been right. This is the first time that his prediction will go live. He did tell me that I'm probably going to jinx him. You know how it is, man. You know, when a player goes to a basketball game, he wears the same socks, spin around 3 times, sit in the same bleacher, you know. It's like a superstitious type of thing. He told me, and guys, I had to pry this out of him to tell me this. His prediction was he thought War was going to win by the smallest of margins. By the smallest. And he can even see a draw. But guys, as I told Bob, for Andre Ward, this should be Russian roulette. Each and every round, Kovalev is going to be trying to pull that trigger to flat Ward out. Ward's defense has to be second to none in this fight. His awareness, his condition, and he has to do what he got to do, man. I think it's going to come to a point in this fight that Kovalev is going to be like, you know what, forget it. I'm going to go all out, almost like Triple G did Kell Brook, and swing for the fences to see if he can get Andre Ward out of there. Remember, guys, start time is 9 o'clock Eastern. The only thing I don't like about this fight, or one of the things I don't like, is that it won't sell like it should. You have arguably two of the best fighters or boxers that's fighting right now. Probably the 2 best light heavyweights right now. Both were undefeated at one point. Only one has a loss coming to another, and this is a rematch. The crazy thing, guys, because neither one of these guys had a crazy outgoing saying, you know, whatever to bring more marketability to themselves, I don't believe it's going to sell how it should sell. You know, this may be, I don't know, between a 150 to maybe max 400,000 buys. That I think 400,000 might be kind of generous, you know. But this is a fight that really should sell. This is one of those fights, guys. Now, some keys to victory. Kovalev needed to do a better job of keeping Ward at the end of his punches. He needs to do a really good job timing Ward when Ward tries to come in, do that, that smothering tactic and make it an inside fight. He needs to do better angles of moving Ward out the way, keep him on the end of the shots, because a lot of people look at Kovalev and they think Kovalev is just this slugger. He just this guy that throws cards to the wind and he's just going to throw and throw and throw. But that can be further from the truth. I think Kovalev is a really good boxer. He does a lot of subtle movements, subtle feints, subtle twitches to get you reacting, and you never know when he's going to come with that hammer. And that jab, if you use it, it will be key on setting up that big right hand, and it will be key on catching a Ward if Ward try to rush in and make it a close fight. Now with Ward, keys to victory is movement. He needs to do a lot more lateral movement. His defense. Even his own jab. And he needs to do almost what I said, opposite of Kovalev. Since Kovalev was proven not to be a very strong inside fighter. He needs to get inside and see if he learned anything. Because that's how he came back in the second fight to be able to win some of those close rounds, by getting inside, roughing it up, landing some body punches, using that jab. Guys, this is your boy T-Dub. What's Blazing Sports? I wanted to go live one more time before the fight happens. This has been a heck of a year for boxing 2017. We got the cherry on top of the cake. The cherry on top of the cake is the Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. It's one of those fights that you already got your cake looking nice, right? Which is 2017 for boxing. It's been off the chain, to say the least. And now you get that cherry on top. You get this matchup that's probably not going to happen for a few more years. To get a guy like Floyd and a guy like McGregor that can actually come together, and even though people think, hey, what's going on, man? The spawn of Mill Bill, who do I got? To be honest, man, I think this could be really a toss-up fight. It could be a toss-up. But I'm going with Andre Ward to win this fight. Now remember, I'm not going with him to say he's just going to wipe the floor with Kovalev. I'm going with Ward, but he has to have his head on the swivel, man. He got to be bobbing and weaving, slick touching. Like I say, he got to play Russian roulette, because Kovalev going to be looking to snipe him off. And if Ward is doing well, let's say Ward gets off to a really good start, right? First 3 rounds is like, man, Ward he's schooling Kovalev. Kovalev gonna say, forget boxing. He'll say, forget this jab contest or whatever. He's gonna go right after Ward. He's gonna try to hit Ward with everything. He's gonna try to punch him in his arm. He's gonna try to punch him in his hip. He's gonna try to punch him in his head. He's gonna try to break Ward down. And Ward gotta do his best to avoid a shot. Yeah, I think, I don't know if you heard it before you got here, but there's a guy by the name Bob. Bob has predicted, every time we watch the fight for the last 18 years, 18, Bob has predicted a winner. Now, this is the first fight that actually going on air, putting his record out there, and he thinks I'm going to jinx him. Bob made a prediction, and Bob gives it to Ward. He said it can really be a 50-50 fight. He can even see it being a draw. But if push comes to shove, and it did, he thinks Ward's going to get it. Now, here's some things I'm not sure if you knew this, the spawn. Both of these guys said they had some issues the last time. After the 4th round, Kovalev said, you know what? I had no power. I had no stamina. I had nothing. That's why he got back in the fight. You had Andre Ward. My knee. I couldn't even run this whole count. I had to find other things to get my conditioning. That's why I couldn't move like I normally move. I couldn't run. And he said they didn't find a surgeon that can help him to after the fight, where they had to drain some stuff out of him. Let me see what you got there, man. I think the body. Let me see. I think the body blows would get Ward the W again. You know, I was saying that. I don't. I can imagine that Kovalev camp spent a lot of time on trying to defend that because that's what got Ward back into the game, going to their body. And I'm not sure if Kovalev overtrained last time or not, to be 100%. But I know for sure by Ward making it a tough fight. I'm not sure if you box before, man, but you know, when I be in there and when I spar, whenever you spar and you're doing an inside fighting where somebody's leaning on you and it's a tug of war and it could be some holding and some hitting, that tires you out more than actually standing out boxing. That tires you out like crazy. Then when you break up and you step back and you realize how much energy you just put out in there. I think Ward, man, I'm going with Ward, but it's not an easy fight, man. It's not an easy fight. I think I was more confident in Ward winning the first fight before it happened than now. I think this is one of the fights that we don't know which each one of them going to bring to the table. And just to remind you again, man, this fight starts at 9 Eastern. So they got Regendow. Regendow is going to be the co-main event. He's only 5'4", facing off against a guy that's 5'9". There's a true big height difference in that. That's going to be a pretty good fight as well. One of them fights, I'm not sure. I may actually just go live throughout the fight, maybe do some commentating. I'm not sure, man. I'm battling a little bit of a cold, but you know what, man? The show must go on. I'm not calling out from work. We're going to get this in. But, yeah, man, you know, that's... I'm not sure what I can add, but I want to touch on this. Just another reminder that but Virgil Hunter said he's going to train Andre Ward this time to knock Kovalev out. And he only trained him one other time to go for a knockout. And he said that was against Chad Dawson. Chad Dawson came from light heavyweight, came down to super middleweight, fought Andre Ward. He looked good for maybe 2 or 3 rounds, and after that, Andre Ward dominated. Do you think fighting to train to fight Kovalev, I guess Andre Ward going to fight, go for the knockout. He's going for a knockout. Is that a smart idea? Is that a smart idea for Andre Ward to go for the knockout against Kovalev? Will that open him up to getting counted himself? Because remember, guys, when he got dropped in the second round of the first fight, he was throwing a combination. Looked like a 1-2. And he threw the 1, and as he was squaring up for the 2, that's when they counter called him. That's when Kovalev caught him. Or is this all talk? Let me see. How many hours it is from now from the fight? So I'm Central. It's 5:48 Central. You're looking at let's see, 6, 7. Man, just a little over about 2 hours. About 2 hours and 10 minutes, something like that for the official. Around 2 hours and 10 minutes or 12 minutes for the beginning of the card to start. Now, if you're looking for Andre Ward fight, you probably got to tax on another couple hours after that because you got a fight. You probably gonna have like 2 fights before it even gets to that one. But man, hey guys, what do you think? Who is your final decision? Whoever you betting on, are you gonna put your money on them? Would you put your money on them? If I had $5 right now, can I securely put it on Ward? Can I securely put it on Kovalev? What if somebody get knocked out? Now let's get to this, guys. If Kovalev wins this fight, I think it'd be a ton of cheering. I think Kovalev will get victory for both fights, let's say. If Ward wins this fight by a slim margin or a draw, I think he's going to be looked at like he lost. You know, it's for whatever reason, since Ward got the decision in the first fight, they've been giving him that real rough rub. You know, I think Ward would need a clear dominance performance against Kovalev fight to get his full credit, Because if he wins, let's say we think he all won. Let's say majority think he won by maybe 2 rounds, and they give it to him. I think it's still gonna be, oh, they robbed Kovalev. They could have gave it to Kovalev. You know, he would need to win clear. I think if it's a close fight and it could go either way, and they give it to Kovalev, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of argument, to be honest. Hey guys, hey, what's going on, our Red Sox fan? What's happening? The guy calls some of the best digital baseball games. Check them out, our Red Sox fan. But check this out, man. I'm gonna give it a go ahead and wrap this up, guys. You know, but very huge fight. I think it's 50-50. I'm going with Ward. But it's a 50-50 fight, man. You see from the picture right here. Look at this picture, guys. I think you might see my cursor. Complete confidence. Complete confidence in Ward's face. Look at Kovalev. Complete confidence. And when they told Kovalev after this, after they did the weigh-in and the face-off, and they went to Kovalev, and they told Kovalev that this man in the middle, right here, Virgil Hunter, said he's going to train Ward to knock him out. He said, wow. I think he said kudos to Virgil, you know. To be honest, man, I don't know. I don't see a knockout from Ward. I see Ward having to do a lot more schooling. I just it can happen, guys, but I don't see a knockout from Ward. I think Ward did not have a lot of power even when he was in the super middleweight. He didn't have a lot of power. Now he's at light heavyweight. I don't think his power increased that incredibly amount. Now, anybody can catch you with enough accumulated punches, which means if you're going to stop Kovalev, you got to land a lot more clear punches over and over until they add up. This is going to be a brawl. We got this. Bob and I got this already ordered. Pay-per-view. Our money is certified, signed, and delivered. We're ready for the huge fight. But guys, like I said, if you don't get a chance to, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm not sure, guys. I might go live for the full fight. I might go live. And if any of you guys follow me on Facebook, I might even do a call in. You know, we use Facebook or whatever, and just do a call. I'll run it through my speakers. That way, if anybody want to talk during the fight, shoot me a comment. Let me know. Follow me on Facebook. And then we'll set something up. This is your boy T-Dub. What's Blades in the Sports, and we're out.